The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
What's up guys, welcome to the Gamer Connect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational. I'm Shadeslayer and I'll be bringing you the games live today. We have 10 awesome streamers, 4 cafe squads joining in, a total of 14 squads in the server. We'll be playing 4 maps today, starting off on Erangel and then Sandhawk, Miramar, and closing things out on Sandhawk. We did witness Falcon Gaming take a very close victory over Ankita C and team last week. Let's see if Falcon Gaming can repeat it and make it 2 times in a row here today. Walking you through the squads is Mad Bros, Falcon Gaming, Gaming Madness, Wingstinct, Kits, Purge Gaming, Nerd Gaming, Dynamic Jut, Roti, Eon Clan, Zone Cafe, LXG, Roti's Den, and Kryptonite closing out the lineup there. So exciting games ahead. Let's jump straight into map number 1. The players have already dropped in. I have this is Mad Bros, who did go Pochinki the last time, and I do remember LXG challenging them, but this time I have Falcon Gaming, who have switched things up a little bit, and they've gone to Pochinki to take a fight early on. Let's have a look at the map and where the teams are spread out. Hold that thought. Squad number 5 already taking a fight. Let's try and jump on over to that part of the action. I see, I think, 1 player knocked down from squad number 15. Gaming Madness and team looking around, trying to find some trouble. I believe they did take Forest down. There's 2 more players on the far side of Pre-Mosque. At least 1 player on the far side of Diner. But I don't think squad number 5 still has any idea of his whereabouts. Let's move back over and talk a little bit about where the teams have spread out. I do see squad LXG has switched things up a little, has gone military base, and have got lucky in terms of the circle position as well. First phase circle does move towards the complete southern side of the map, encompassing Pochinki, Quarry, Ferry Pier, as well as Pre-Mosque, military base. And there you go. Actually, let's see some fights going out. In fact, Gaming Madness ends up getting knocked down. Jarvis has taken a little bit of damage. Looks like RJ, though, will spot out Colossus. Couple of taps away with the mutant. Does do decent damage, but Colossus does manage to make it back to cover and should be able to heal back up. Let's see if he can fly back over and see how things look like on Colossus. He's got himself bandages only though, so he's gonna take his own sweet time, heal back up. Fufu Cutie as well as Forest. Seems like they're moving aggressively. He has himself the ump and 1 first aid only, so maybe challenging this might not be the best of decisions if he does end up getting bruised on his way in. Maybe has an inkling that Jarvis and RJ are right about here. Not sure if he spotted him at the edge. Don't think he has. Colossus, meanwhile, has himself a Kar 98 and he's pretty far away from the rest of his teammates, especially Forest. So if Forest decides to aggressively peek this and gets knocked. Ooh, he spots out RJ. Timing's gonna be everything. He's done decent damage. It's gonna pre-fire into the second window, and RJ ends up going down. And he's getting ready with the nade as well. Jarvis looking for a trade. The nade, is it good? It does make its way towards the other side. Should do decent damage. He's going to try and stick the res out. Nade doesn't actually do enough damage. And Forrest is going to look to try and commit to this. Fufu also makes his way inside. He's got Colossus coming in, and all three players going to go charging up. Jarvis is alone inside, and they're going to clean up pretty convincingly. On to squad number 5 is going to be the first team eliminated from the server. Unfortunate there for Gaming Madness. They did get the first kill onto Def Ninja, but things pretty much went south from that point on. Gaming Madness rotating out in the open ends up getting caught, and eventually the entire squad collapses on the back of a couple of good plays there coming out from Forrest and Colossus. Looking at where the teams are spread out, I do see squad number 11, Rotty and squad, who are spread out right now at Milta Power. There is one squad at Milta as well. I believe that is Zone Cafe. Two squads still going hot, and I'm going to try and jump to that action that is going down at Pochinki. DJ gets spotted out in the open, and Ninja does do decent damage there. Sprays half a clip in, and he's going to continue to charge up inside. DJ's inside. He's going to try and go Ironside. Finally gets the knockdown. Ninja quickly trying to reposition back as Samad makes his way inside, but he's left all alone, and he's got a lot of work to do. He's taking in a lot of damage as well outside as Detril tries to make his way across. And Samad, I believe he's eventually gotten taken out by, in fact, Detril, and Trollmaster should get picked up. And squad number 3, Falcon Gaming, the defending champions, managed to hold on with all 4 players alive. Reses should come through. Let's have a look back at the squad at Yasnaya, that is Wingstinct and team. They've got themselves some vehicles, and last time as well, they've been pretty much all alone at Yasnaya. That part, no one really coming down to challenge them, and they've had decent amount of time to loot up, get all their heals up, get all the ammo, get the weaponry up as well, and set themselves up for a very good mid to late game scenario. There is squad number 12, Eon Clan, that's gone Giorgio Containers. And they pretty much are ruling the entire northwestern part of the circle. There's no one really there in that area, and they've got a lot of real estate to work with, maybe even rotate towards hospital, ruins. Rozok in schools also empty, and that's a spot they can look to exploit and maybe loot a little later. Grimjow from Wingstinct is right now up on vehicles. They are rotating towards the north of Rozok. Let's see if they will take the bridge and eventually set up shop. They would expect there to be teams around, maybe just checking to ensure that it is in fact empty, and if it is, they might just stay here and continue to loot. But looks like they're not going to cross the bridge. They're going to continue to move a little bit more towards the western side, maybe even thinking about Georgiopol. Would be a wild ride across, considering if there is a spot at Georgiopol, chances are it is already looted and emptied. Move on over to another squad, DJ and team, another very popular streamer. Does do, I believe, PUBG and CSGO. And he's going to be squad number 10. These guys are all alone at the western edge. Right now, north of Primorsk, south of Gatka, patrolling that area with all their 4 players. A very strong squad, and a previous winner I do remember is Nerd Gaming and squad number 9. Nerd Gaming, Ratchet's Live, God at War, and Hades plays. That's one stacked squad. I do remember that very close win on the last map of Miramar with Ratchet's Life clutching it out 1v2 to give them the title. Let's see if they're gonna be able to take the title this time again. There is a lot of stiff competition in the server this time around though, and we're gonna have the surprise element of Sandhawk coming in. I do believe this is one of the few times that we've actually had Sandhawk in the Streamer Invitational, and Sandhawk completely changes up the game, the way you play it as well. There's a lot of different strategies that you employ. It's a lot shorter game, so the amount of time you actually get to loot and rotate is going to be very less. The amount of real estate you get to play with is also a lot less. So the map is a 4x4 map, so I do expect there to be a lot of hot drops of the squads just going at each other from the get-go, especially not knowing where the squads are dropping when it does go live at the next map, that is map number 2. I do believe they will have a little more information when we do play map 4 again on Sandhawk, where they kind of have an idea of where squads are rotating, where squads are going down, and how the other squads can, of course, evade any possible early fights. Move back over. So squad just sitting deep in the zone, taking in a lot of damage. In fact, believe that is Set and team, the squad 11, Roti and team. They're tanking the blue, and they're going to take the boat across towards Military Island. The next shift is going to be crucial. I do believe it is. I'm going to put my money on a Military Island circle, and yep, there you go, Military Island circle it is. And right decision early on from Roti and team to commit to that. Might see some bridge camp go down as well, considering where the zone has moved. RGB, squad number 8, is in position. That is, of course, Purge Gaming. Let's see if these guys hold on to the bridge for a little longer, because I do expect one of the squads there, that is squad 13, Zone Cafe, to come down that way. It will have a few possible points to rack up if they do go ahead and challenge this. But on the other side, Roti and team have also pulled up, so eventually Purge Gaming and team might just get sandwiched. There come the shots. Purge Gaming, 6 HP, they're everywhere. 2 players get knocked in. Bharat and squad just need to keep driving away. They have to cut their losses at this point of time. More Gaming also goes down, get flushed by Set. Luckily, they managed to keep 2 players alive, having taken in some damage on Bharat as well as Unstoppable, but they've already lost their other 2 teammates. They've been thirsted out. Kills already secured by Roti and team on the bridge. That was a very risky move by squad number 8, Purge Gaming and team. Every single time you're going through the bridge, you always ensure that there is no one there. Maybe some more bridge cap happening on the other side as well. I see God of War taking a few shots. One of the players going down there, AK God, gets knocked from the far side. Kinzu is trying to find a pixel there, while Gore was trying to shoot from below the cars, and he does manage to get 1 tag in. Is there anyone going in? There's that Rax's life is going hot inside 72 HP. He has himself an AK, point blank range. He's looking for pixels below the vehicles there. It does not spot anything just yet. Kinzu solo. If he comes up, 1 bullet, he's gonna end up going down. Barrage doesn't see it just yet. He's getting ready with the nades. Will it make its way across? The bounce is gonna be everything. And he's gonna peek back across. Rats is live. Prone wins the first duel out, and he takes out Kinzu. Even secures the kill straight up. And squad number 16 gonna end up losing one of the players. Meanwhile, Bharat as well as Unstoppable on the far side also do end up going down. So Roti and team managed to clean up on that squad there. A little bit of a mishap. A blunder, I would say. Not really checking the bridge is going to cost them dearly. AK Gob, though, going down. And I believe that is Get Right on the far side. The Rat is live, does spot him. Ooh, nice fight win. There is God of War coming in hot. And he's got himself decent damage already, and he's also knocked down. Nerd Gaming is gonna have to do a lot of work here. Comes across, goes for the spray onto the tummy, gets Get Right dangerously low there. 1 more bullet, but he can't find it. He absolutely can't. He goes down, and Get Right goes for the res. Onto AK God. What a beast indeed. Manages to clutch it out. And meanwhile, more shots being fired. Squad number 12, I believe, is getting involved in a fight as well. Chintu is knocked down. Kratos is still trying to catch up with the rest of his team from far, far away. Dino picks up the bike and looks like he's going to make his way out of here. This squad number 15 straight up on top of the hill. Not the best of decisions to move in that direction. He's going to turn tail. In fact, turn towards Chintu, but Chintu's gotten thirsted out and he's going to have to drive all the way across with two of his teammates actually already making their way towards the boat. They've still got a long way to go if they are to catch up. I see shots being fired by HK2 as well, up against Grimjow and team. Both of them onto boats, and long range, I believe they will eventually have to fight this out before either of them can make it to the island itself. This is going to be interesting to see if there's any third-party chances as well. Right now, they're heading towards the southern side of the island. There's no one really there in that area, so they should be able to secure that off pretty easily, at least the first squad that gets there. So I do believe it is going to be squad number 6 that is going to be able to set up shop first, and squad number 10 is probably going to have to keep riding all the way across towards the eastern edge of the island, where they will eventually be able to find some land and make their way in towards the later zones. Right now, shots fired. Squad number 14, that is LXG, is trying to get some shots onto the squad that was on the bridge previously. I believe that was Kryptonite. They are 4 strong right now. Let's see if they can find anyone. I see AK God moving across. Car 98 long range does do some connect, but he does have a couple of pillars there for cover. See if Kushups has an angle onto this. He has himself the 8x on that SKS. Can do a lot of damage from all the way across. They have decent high ground position as well. There is Batura with the 6x on the Car 98. Get Right is, I believe, in the water right now. Cypher is going to be pulling out the UAZ, getting ready for a rotate across. The circle is also pushing in, and as expected, squad number 6 did board off. Hold that thought. I see action coming down. Deathrill comes from behind, and Batura ends up getting knocked down. Torque going in for the res, and Cypher God needs to make a decision as well. What is going to be his avenue of entry? Because if, oh, there you see, Deathrill gets spotted out. Push-ups does do decent damage onto Deathrill, tagged down to about 30% health. And the entirety of Falcon Gaming has come in. The defending champions are under pressure right now. Troll also gets spotted out, and Cypher is getting shot from the side. There's Ninja, who's rotated all the way across. He's on the far left-hand side. And in fact, Cypher does end up getting knocked down. Batura, luckily, has managed to gotten rezzed up. He does have some smoke out as well. Goes for the spray across. It does get the first knock. Uses the edge of the smoke beautifully. Falcon Gaming, however, is going to go pushing in from behind. Will he find him? Yes, he goes for the jump spot, but he's jumped all the way across to the rock. But it is Kushups who finds the knock there. When the Groza goes huge and finds himself a Deathrill. Long range, he's going to continue to spray away. Kushups getting shot from behind, down to 41 HP. He needs to use this smoke for cover. Torque has gone down again. Batura is down as well. And I believe that is Team LXG getting eliminated there at the edge. They get third-partied all the way from downtown. And somehow, squad number 16, who were under pressure initially, still managed to survive. Let's go back towards the southern part of the island, where squad number 12 is in some trouble. I see Kratos tagged down to about 46% health, has himself the Car 98. Dino's also getting shot from the side. Kratos forced to go on prone. Dino's got some more cover to work with here with the rock and the tree between the two. Wingstink knocked down as well. There you go. Rotty spotted out. Kratos goes for a quick shot. Unfortunately, doesn't manage to find the mark. And now decision. Do you head on up on land? Do you pick up the boat and head on towards the island with the water? I'm not really sure. It's gonna be a risky decision to move up on land if you don't have the smokes to work with. Without utility, running out in the open there, they're just gonna be sitting ducks for Set, Karak, Wrong Paths, and Rotty to clean them up. As I say, that Set gets knocked down from afar. Karak spots for Kratos. Quick shots away with the Mini. Working with the DMRs. Rotty is working the bolt action with the M24. And I think he might have a small angle onto Kratos. If he does peek this, there you go. Dino gets spotted, but the quick flick not on point the second time around. Rotty, close, but not close enough just yet. Still shots being fired. They're pinned in the corner right now. Looking at the circle as well. The circle's on these guys. So these guys don't really need to move too far right now. Squad number 11 is in a perfect position. They've got a lot of cover as well in terms of buildings. The rest of them are pretty much forced to move out in the open, spend a lot more in terms of resources, whether it is smokes, whether it's heals, to try and cut that distance down. It's always a very tricky situation to be in. You pretty much have to pray. One, you either get a knock and force the other guys off you, or you're gonna have to expect maybe a chance third party coming in and take the attention of the teams inside the buildings away. See, Kratos is pinned in. They're not in a position to go ahead and challenge this either. They have a lot of heals though. It's 6 first aids on Kratos, 6 onto Dino, but it is the West helmet that is going to be tricky. Once that gets taken off, they're not going to have too much to work with for the rest of the game as well. Let's move back over to Kits, who's trying to make his way in towards the zone. He's got squads on his left. He's taking a lot of damage, down to about 87% health, but making their way into the zone. They're still coming in hot. There is squad number 3 ahead. There's squad number 16 behind. It's going to be pretty tricky on how things progress from this point on. Detril on top of the hill. Sonic and team have managed to find themselves some cover here. A couple of buildings to work with. They keep their vehicles safe at the back on the UAZ. So there is this clutter that has formed towards the northeastern part. And towards the center circle, there's 3 squads that are trying to battle it out as well. And on the far eastern side, I have DJ and squad. In fact, it's just DJ, I think, who's making his way in. No one really has committed to that just yet. He's alone. I'm going to try and get you an aerial view of what's happening here. That is Kits and team, squad number 7, making their way in. Detril. Of course, let's have a look at this kind of kill points they're sitting on right now. 6 kills onto last ninja, 2 onto Detril. It's just the 2 remaining players right now for the defending champions, Falcon Gaming. It's 8 points between the 2 of them. And they've still got a long way to go in this game. And the chances are they're just going to tuck their tail, not really take any of these fights, stay out of trouble, and wait for the next zones to reveal itself, maybe third party to come through. And DJ ends up going down. And then at the same time, I have Yo-chan trying to take away some of the tires far range on the UAZ. DJ should get secured, so does EX. Yeah, they lose 2. So it's down to Yo-chan and it's HK to carry the flag high for Dynamic Jot and team. Is Maddie Boy inside that building there as well on the far side. I think he's alone right now for squad number 6. I see tracers coming from afar as Yo-chan does spot out squad 15. I believe that is Rotty's Den, who's all gotten themselves into a UAZ. A pretty tricky decision to take, especially in the final few zones where you can get gunned down. One vehicle, everyone will end up biting the dust. Shots fired. Squad number 11, who's still sitting nice and pretty inside the zone right now. Wrong Paz, Roti, Set, and Kadak. Just trying to gatekeep a couple of squads right there as Eon tries to make that rotate across. Eventually the zone does get revealed. It's going to move southern, and I'm going to actually try and jump on over to squad number 12. I think Dino is getting camped from a side by a couple of other squads as well. They're still stuck in this rock. They are, of course, inside the zone, and there you go, Kratos getting shot from the side. Colossus does push through, and his teammate comes out huge there in Kratos, in Dino rather, who manages to get the first knock through, and they're trying to secure this with the Molotov. There's 2 more players who are going to be pushing through, but they're way far away right now, and I think they're getting third-partied as well. In fact, one of the players ends up going down to the zone, and that should be it for squad number 13. Another squad eliminated away. Zone Cafe finishes up in 9th position. All right, looks like we're going to have Eon eventually taking the fight. There you go. The entire squad gets wiped. Squad number 15, Rotty's Den, gets the jump. They were stuck there for a very long time. Rotties then made that rotate across towards the main island, manages to sneak up behind them. They pick up the kill, and squad number 16 also going in. Squad number 7 down to 2 players. In fact, only 1 player alive, and Get Right finds him in the corner there, prone up, and they clean up onto all 3. Another squad kill secured, 6 squads remaining, 13 players alive. Game 1 of the Gamer Connect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational. Big shout out to all the sponsors: NVIDIA, GeForce, Dell Gaming, Alienware, WD Back, Zotac Gaming, and Cooler Master for making this happen. Let's see who is going to take map 1 and that momentum here in this one-day invitational. We have some fun lined up for you in 2 maps on Sandhawk coming up after this as well. So that is, I'd say, a venture into the unknown for many of these squads. It's going to change things up a lot for how some of these squads are going to approach. Their traditional techniques aren't really going to be as useful over there. I think they're going to have to rely a lot on decision making on the go to kind of adapt to what other teams are doing. Squad number 10 is DJ and squad. They did lose DJ earlier. We did see that happen on screen. He was completely isolated along with the EXZ plays from Johan and HK. They get taken out. There was no real chance of these 2 guys being able to res him. Zones pushing through. I see squad number 15 taking a few shots at Maddie. I think Maddie is eventually forced to move out into the open, but Maddie is able to respond back in kind. Doesn't look like squad 15 has any idea of where the shots are coming from, and they're forced to play this a little bit more passive. I'm still going to give the advantage to Rotty and team. The compound is still inside the zone, and eventually the zone change is going to force them out into the open. A lot of fights going down in the side, outside. I see squad 3 also getting into a fight. Squad number 10 might be looking to get involved. Fufu Cutie is getting gunned down as well with the taps. Somehow manages to make his way across. No shots connecting just yet. Cause for concern, maybe. I'm going to jump on over to Fufu Cutie, as I believe he's the last man alive for squad number 15. Colossus and Forest do get gunned down, and Forest in fact does eventually go down outside the zone. So it's down to Fufu, and Set spotted out as well on the far side. Last man alive. They just need a couple more tags, but he just manages to make his way towards some cover behind the tree there. And Rotty takes out Colossus. The kill secure coming through, and I believe they will now start to move out into the open. Kadak is in fact making his way across. He has himself the AWM as well, but look at the sneak up. He's spotted on HK, spots on Johan as well. This is it. First player goes down. Foster second as well. Goes for the spray. HK is a little too late on the trigger. 45 HP. Kadak takes out another squad, and now it's down to Ninja. Kadak, however, doesn't spot him out, and Fufu, I believe, who was that? Yeah, it was Fufu Cutie who managed to get the knock with the SLR, but there is decent cover. Smoke's going out, and that should be an easy res coming out from wrong pass as a Set keeps him pinned inside the zone, comes out, starts pushing up, he taps away. Fufu goes down to Set, and that should be game 1 almost in the bag. It's just Ninja who's alone right now for squad number 2. I believe that's squad 3, sorry, Falcon Gaming 1v4 to try and make this happen. He spots the first player, M24. Set barely misses the first shot. He goes for the wide peek across. Second time not good as well. Rotty's coming in with the flank from the left hand side, and he should be able to get this kill. 44 HP, tagged, cleaned up, and completely surrounded from multiple angles there. Squad number 11 in Rotty and team take the chicken dinner in map number 1 of the GC PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational, and with a lot of kills as well in style. That is 12 kills in the bag already. That's going to put them at 22 points to kick things off. Second position going to Falcon Gaming and team. Considering that they lost 2 players very early on, they still managed to come second and with a lot of kills. I'm seeing 10 kills. On the scorecard, as third position, then we have Fufu Cutie, RVX Forest, Colossus, and Deft Ninja. They managed to pick up 8 kills as well. So first 3 squads picking up a lot of kills. I see kills on squad number 5 at the bottom as well. So a lot of kills in the bag. A very exciting game 1 there. Still pretty much up for grabs, but a couple of teams pulling away, specifically Falcon Gaming as well as Roti and team. Convincing performances there. Roti and team, of course, managed to get themselves into the zone early. They find themselves a very nice compound to hold. They were gatekeeping, I think, 2 or 3 squads there from inside that compound. The circle shifts were completely in their favor, and at the end, easily able to see that through with just the numbers advantage that they did command. Congratulations to them. Don't go anywhere. We will take a quick break. We will be back shortly on Sandhawk. See you folks in just a bit.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance. The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance. The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance. The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Already fights going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Gamer Connect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational, brought to you by Dell Gaming, Alienware, WD Black, Zotac Gaming, Cooler Master, and NVIDIA GeForce. I'm Shadeslayer, and I'll be a caster for this game. Before we jump into map number 2 on Sandhawk, let's have a look at the scorecard after that explosive map 1 on Erangel. We have Rotty and squad in the lead with 22 points. In second position, defending champions Falcon Gaming on 16 points. Rotty's Den in 13 points in third position. Kryptonite in fourth with 11. Dynamic Jut with 5 points in fifth position. Eon Clan in sixth with 4. Wingstinct in seventh position with 2 points. Gaming Madness with 1 point. Kits, Nerd Gaming both in 9th and 10th position respectively with 1 point each. Mad Bros, Purge Gaming, Zone Cafe, and LXG Bangalore yet to get themselves onto the scorecard. Map 2 is already live. Let's jump straight into the action. Into Sandhawk we go, as Rat's life did take some damage on his way down from parachute, and I think Hades is already gone down. Already shots being fired. I believe that is happening at Camp Bravo, where LXG is taking a fight versus Mad Bros in squad, and Batura spots a player from above. He's gonna go try and hit by him. 5 HP. Barely managed to duck back in. He has a UMP and he's gonna move back in. Mithu is down and he's gonna thirst him out. DJ on the side takes him out, and that is gonna be LXG. First squad eliminated from the server. I already have, I think, some more action breaking out elsewhere. I'm gonna try and jump straight to that. At squad 15, I have Forrest, who does get thirsted out. This is squad number 11. That is the chicken dinner winners from game 1. Rotty and team getting onto the scorecard early. Fufu Cutie has himself a VSS and long range. Let's see if he can kind of peek into Camp Alpha and get a few shots off. Now I believe they're just going to cut their losses, back away. Squad 7, Squad 8, there's 2 squads at Cow. That is Purge Gaming and Kits and team. Both set up opposite buildings right now. Zephyrs missed game number 1, but he's going to be able to join the squad, making this 4-man a lot stronger than it was on Erangel. Right now, sitting with the M4 6X. I see a canted sight picked up on radioactive. AK though 4x, very hard to control that recoil. Nothing too difficult for the pros though. They've put in thousands and thousands of hours into the game. As Spurge Gaming and team though are making that rotate out of cow entirely by the looks of things. They're at the perimeter and should be getting out of there, having sensed there being a presence of at least another squad. Looking at the circle, let's have a look at where the squads are spread out. Pinon is playing host to squad 16, that's Kryptonite. Squad number 9, not too far away, that is Nerd Gaming and team. They're all around Pinon. In fact, Ratchet's Live is split apart from the rest of his teammates. Squad 12 in Eon Clan is sitting at boot camp. I have the 2 remaining players from Mad Bros right now making their way out of Camp Bravo towards Paradise. Mongai was playing host to Gaming Madness. Cow, of course, we did see the 2 squads there. Purge Gaming as well as Kits. Moving towards the western side, Camp Alpha, we have Rotty and team. Squad 15, Rotty's den is dropped all the way towards the northwestern part of the map. It's pretty much 11 squads in the server right now, considering we did have one of the squads bow out very early. In fact, I think 2-3 squads already have been eliminated thus far. 3 squads to be precise. It is very standard, especially in Sandhawk, when squads don't really have an idea of where your opponents are dropping. Chances are you're just going to drop hot, and there's going to be a lot of action breaking out from the get-go. A lot of early fights. Zone, however, does shift towards the western edge. And guess who's the biggest winner from this? Again, it is going to be Rotty and team, who's sitting at Camp Alpha right now. I do believe the circle's eventually going to head towards the Hatin Camp Alpha island. And they're going to have that advantage. Eon making their way through. Let's stick with squad number 8. Purge Gaming and squad. They currently sandwiched between 2 squads, Kits and team, as well as Gaming Madness and team. Slowly making their rotate across. Squad 10, DJ and team. Of course, DJ as well as I believe there was XZ plays. They get knocked early in map 1 and they had to pretty much make do with just the 2 remaining players for the rest of that game. Let's have a look at what Rotty and team are up to. Sitting nice and pretty with 22 points, 12 kill chicken dinner in map number 1. Set, wrong paths. Yet to get, I believe Kadak has already picked up one of the kills, so they're already off to a good start here in map 2 as well. Let's have a look at the zone and where it's going to move. There you go. As guessed, it does move towards the Camp Alpha island. And is that one player from squad 10 that is around that area? Does look like that's the case. There's it's HK22. Never mind. I believe that was just an observer thing. RGB, it's squad number 8, Purge Gaming, who have set up shop just west of Paradise Resort, and Gaming Madness as well as Kits are both looking to rotate in this area. We might even see squad 1 in Mad Bros also rotate north, and then we're going to have a 4-way battle in that part of the map. That's where we will keep our eyes peeled as they rotate towards the southern area. And of course, they're going to have to also commit across the bridge if they want to get to the part of the Camp Alpha Island. There's 2 bridges to take. There's one that heads to Hatin, or you make your way outside of boot camp and through Painan and then through ruins. It's a long rotate across, and I believe that is the safer option, but we might just see teams decide to just duke it out, take the fight head on. Right now, they're making their way towards the houses up ahead. I believe that's a good decision to get some cover. Sandhawk does offer a lot of natural cover in itself. It's tall grass, very hard to spot players who are prone out in the open. And the final few circles, initially we did see not just in LITE, but the other variations as well. It's very hard to spot players. A lot of squads manage to make their way in towards the final few phases. They're prone, and eventually becomes a battle of cat and mouse to decide who wins. Only time will tell, though, how this circle is gonna eventually reveal itself. For now, a knock comes in. Squad number 7, they've dropped Unstoppable, and they managed to secure the kill as well. Z-Fears picking that up, and he does spot Bharat as well. Couple of shots fired, 2 shots landing in as well from afar. That is the M4 with the 6X. He's gonna switch it over to the 2. He's still looking around the compound, looking to see if their players are. Look at Radioactive. He sneaked up. 4 players, they're going to move out in the open. Damage done, but he's revealed his position away with the AK, and the rest of his teammates need to push in now. The 2 players who's healing inside, Zephyr is also making his way in. They expect there to be a player on the other side. There's no one there. 2 players out in the open, and Bharat gets knocked. There is more coming in. Unfortunately, can't make that trade happen right away. He's pinned in the corner right now. Radioactive still continuing to fight. Does have the heals. Needs to pop it right now. Purge Gaming can't really make this push across just yet. He's stuck all alone, and Radioactive manages to get the first aid out, and Morg makes his way out in the open. He's getting ready to lead. Tag down 8 HP. The Blues also pushing in. He's got no time. Purge Gaming walks out, gets the knock. Does get taken out eventually by, I believe that is Zephyrs who's up top. The zone's pushing in. Radioactive should get rezzed, and squad number 7 managed to hold on. They get the kills. Did they have any? Oh, they did. Casualties. Kits ends up going down. Luckily, Radioactive does get rezzed, and he has enough heals. First aid, and he's good to go. Meanwhile, more action breaking out as squad number 5, DJ, gets cleaned, and that is the 2 remaining players of Mad Bros and team down as well. Night Fury will get rezzed up. Jara is going huge, 2 kills. Both players down, and squad number 9 also looking to get involved, and they're taking a fight versus the winners from map number 1. Wrong pass in the open as well. Ratch is live, cleans up, and that's another squad down. That's the leaders in Roti and team. Knocked out very early in map number 2 on Sandhawk, and that is going to open things up on the leaderboard. A lot of these teams now are going to be able to claw their way back in. The leaders are out early. Falcon Gaming, are these guys in the server? That is squad number 3. I believe they're also eliminated. So top 2 already out. A big opportunity for squad number 15, Roti's Den, to claw their way back into this. Even squad 9 didn't really have a very strong map 1. They're going to have a good opportunity here to make up some points, get themselves towards that top of the leaderboard. Sandhawk, always a map that offers a lot of surprises and doesn't seem to disappoint us this time as well. 25 players alive, 8 squads still in the server, and looks like we're going to have some new faces making their way towards the top of the leaderboard after this one. Let's have a look at where the squads are currently rotating from. Squad number 13, this is whom I'm going to keep my eyes on. Kinzu and squad up ahead, Kryptonite. They're holding one single building. Battle Gear moving up, has no idea of there being players. Yeah, he's getting shot down, 6 HP. 3 players looking his way, and they slaughter him up. cleaned, thirsted out instantly, and the rest of his teammates now, I don't think they're crossing the bridge anytime soon. There it is. JC gets tapped at. As I believe that is Panther who's continuing to push up aggressively, as the DJ and team on the other side as well, slowly making the way all the way far from behind. But it is JC who's probably going to take some contact early. The rest of the map seems relatively empty. The north side's a little bit cluttered as well. Squads, Rotty's Den, as well as Kits, and I believe that's Eon Clan. 3 squads towards the north, 3 towards the south, and we have squad 5 with the 2 remaining players on Gaming Madness trying to sandwich their way and make their way in towards the circle. Squad 9 holds the western area, very strong. Nerd Gaming and team. Do expect them to go far into this. The next zone shift, of course, is going to put squad number 10 and 13 in a predicament, because they're going to have to cross the river right there. And maybe not. It moves so close to the edge. In fact, squad number 9 has a fair bit of distance to cover. Squad 13 can probably wait it out till the end, but JC is getting tagged from afar. And Kinzu should be able to take him out pretty easily if they do commit to this. I don't expect them to commit anytime soon. HK peeks out for a second and 2 taps with the mutant with the 3x, sends him scurrying back into the cover. There's DJ and squad also having pulled up, and squad 5 eventually does get the knock across. I believe that is Jarvis with the Kar98 finding the knock wrong range, and Night Fury pushing up has an opportunity, spraying away Panther. There you go. Second knock comes through, but he gets tagged down, 15 HP. Lucky he did have some smoke for cover, and Jarvis cleaned up there by AK Guard. Pushing through, squad number 16 survive. And we have 6 more squads remaining in the server. It's going to be all around the water body. There's squad number 9 on top of the hill. AK Guard and squad going for the res here, Kryptonite. Then there's DJ and team who are making that rotate across now. Yo Chan is already through. Easy Places rotating in. So they're going to make this one at a time. Nerd Gaming has got the knock onto AK Guard, and he's going to look to thirst him here. He gets the cleanup, and Panther is also out in the open. One more bullet, and Nerd Gaming 2 kills secured, 2 points in the bag. Life is good at the moment. Squad number 15, Fufu Cutie, taking a fight versus squad 7. He's got decent damage down. He has himself the SKS. Def Ninja forced into cover to get the first aid off, and is going to get to cover himself. Sonic trying to peek a very small angle through the corner. Colossus drops the nade, doesn't go all the way to take out Radioactive. Is still going to be in place. Sonic on the far side trying to make something happen. There's the thirst out. Colossus secures 1 point. He still has no idea where Sonic is. Sonic's sitting at the edge. Fufu Cutie has spotted him out. There you go. Has the SKS. 2 bullets down. Needs 1 more in the corner. Sonic's already done a lot of damage, and Colossus coming from behind will clean up. The tag team there baits him out in the open. Colossus with the trade from the side. And squad down yet again. We have 5 more squads remaining. Let's have a look at how the circle looks like. Squad 15 coming in from the western edge. Squad 9's also at the edge, and that's a squad I want to keep my eyes on. Do have a strong position this time around. Just need to ensure that they keep the numbers up moving into the final phase of this match. 18 minutes in, only 16 players alive. Nerd Gaming and team up ahead. They spot out HK22, taps away. There's DJ as well. 1 more bullet's gonna take DJ down, but Nerd Gaming whips a lot of shots. He goes prone. He's still wide out in the open, but Nerd unfortunately unable to hit this. HK eventually does get taken out. Hades plays coming into work there with the Mark 14, and looks like they have spotted out squad 15 as well. He's changed his focus. He's looking towards his left hand side now. Colossus is in position. A Fufu Cutie, a lot of damage taken, but should have sufficient time to get all the heals up before Hades plays is able to cut the distance down. He is going for the chase. He's alone right now. It does have some support there. Colossus peek from the side. Hades spots it out a second too late. Gets tagged down, 52 HP. Ratch's life is also moving at 27 HP. Pre-fires in the corner, but they're all long gone. They're peeking from the left side, and Ratch goes down, and it's all down to Hades. He's gonna have to do a lot of work here. Blue's pushing in as well. Decisions time, 15 HP, 12 HP, 9, none now as he gets knocked. Nerd Gaming from afar needs one more to take down Colossus. He can't find it. Fufu Cutie also makes it to cover Colossus. One bullet finally lands it, and Fufu Cutie now is gonna be left alone. Colossus kill secured. Fufu needs to jump down. Ooh, almost slips all the way down, which would have definitely gotten him knocked. But right now, God of War making his way down, trying to beat the blue. So is Fufu Cutie. He's on top of the hill. He's gonna have to jump down, and that one bullet, God of War from range, 4x with the AK, taps him out, and that's going to bring this down to just 11 remaining players in the server. Zone, of course, favors Kinzu right now, who's inside, but DJ does get knocked. It's HK also goes down, and EasyX has the weight of the world on his shoulders. Eon is looking his way. Shots coming in. He's got no chance but to fight back. He goes down as well, and Yo-Chan needs to give up. This is it. They've got no way back into this, but Eon is getting third-partied in. It is squad number 9 that has made its way in. Nerd Gaming in squad. Perfect opportunity there as Eon were distracted trying to take down DJ and team. Now find themselves pinned inside. They've lost Dino, gets thirsted out, but Chintu has a decent angle to go at it. Let's move on over to where squad number 9 currently is. They do have the strongest position right now, but they've already lost 2 players. Right now, God of War pinned behind a rock, 4x with the AK. Not the best of weapons for that range, but if he's planning to play it with single fire, I think he's still going to be able to do decent amount of work. Would have ideally liked to have what Nerd Gaming has here. He has the SKS with the 6x. He, however, can be lethal. Unfortunately, is not able to spot anyone just yet. No opportunities provided just yet. Kinzu inside the building opens up the door. It's a risky move to make considering the zone is pushing in, that there's a good chance there's players all around. Johan holding the angle down. Chintu peeks across. It's on the other side of the rock. Does not spot this. The head pops out. Instant spray, but it's still a quarter of a second too late. He's getting ready with the nade though. Nade popped across. Should do decent amount of damage. Let's see if it will force Yo-Chan out. Does tag him down to half HP. He's peeking out with the pixel, and God, Kratos doesn't miss the opportunity. That time he was already set and ready to take that fight. And it's down to 3 squads. 1v3, v2 to close out map number 2. Let's see who takes this. Eon does have the highest chance. This is, of course, I think the only one that is a full clan per se in this server. I might be wrong, but squad 25 HP from afar. Nerd Gaming and God of War, they do have some cover in terms of smoke, and they're continuing to do a lot of damage in. Let's see if they can get some punishment as well. Kinzu can, of course, third party into this. Kratos looking to cut the distance, but he gets tagged down from afar. Kinzu gets tagged as well. Chintu trying to go for the trade, but now he's in the blue. There's a lot of damage coming in. 29 HP, 22 HP, 18 HP. He's got nowhere to go. Chintu goes down, and now it is I believe it's a 1v2 situation at the end. Let me try and jump into that. There we go. Kinzu. 1v2. He's got some cover, but God of War knows exactly where he is. As soon as he peeks out from the edge, he's going to be able to trade, and Kinzu is the one to take some damage. 55 HP. Does have some boosters ready to work with. He's going to go for the nade. And Nerd Gaming outside. The timing's perfect there from Kinzu. He peeks him out while he does have the utility in hand. And now, can he clutch this out? Doesn't exactly know where he is. He's, I I don't think he has an opportunity to try and secure this kill right now. There you go. Nerd Gaming moves out into the open. Kinzu cleans up. 3x. Right now, let's see if he can close this out. There is a Molotov burning up the land right in front of him, preventing Kinzu from moving out into the open. And the peek out, got a war, and he sprays him down. Straight up holds the angle, doesn't need to do too much there at the end. And a wonderful 1v2 played out there, giving Kryptonite the chicken dinner in map number 2. 8 kills in total, 18 points secured in game 2. A strong showing indeed. Second position, however, going to Nerd Gaming and squad. A lot of kills put up on the board. I believe that is 11 kills in total. And with the second place finish, they're going to be able to get 17 points out of that. And third position, Eon and team. Let's quickly scroll back down and see what's happening with the rest of the squads in the server. Rotty and team, of course. Surprise 9th place finish with just the 1 kill. That's gonna hurt them a lot. They did have 22 points at the end of map number 1, and here I believe they're gonna secure hardly anything. I think that's just the 1 point you get from finishing out of the top 8 for that 1 kill. With that, we're gonna see a lot of changes in the leaderboard. Wonderful performance coming out from the squads. They weren't really in contention in map number 1. Kudos to Kryptonite for the chicken dinner. Strong showing. Let's see if we're gonna have more squads resurging up from the middle of the pack here on Miramar, or will we see some of the leaders right now increase their lead and maybe get themselves away from the rest of the competition and solidify the spot on top of that leaderboard. This is Shade Slayer. Don't go anywhere. A quick break, and into map 3 we go real soon.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance. The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gamer Connect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational, brought to you by NVIDIA, GeForce, Dell Gaming, Alienware, WD Black, Zotac Gaming, and Cooler Master. Just have a look at the scorecard. After map number 2 on Sandhawk, we have Kryptonite in first position with 29 points now, and Rotty and squad do drop down. They managed to pick up only the 1 point in Sandhawk, and that leaves them at 23 points in second position. Rotty's Den now has cut the distance down to just 2 points as they sit in third position with 21. Falcon Gaming in fourth position with 19 points, not having a great game themselves on Sandhawk. Nerd Gaming finishes second in Sandhawk, and that pushes them all the way up to fifth position on 18 points, now only 11 points behind the leaders. Eon Clan is sitting at 15 points in sixth position. DJ and squad in seventh position with 12. Kits and team in eighth position with 7 points. Mad Bros in ninth position with 6. Game and Madness in 10th with 4. Wingstinct on 4 points, sitting in 11th position. 12th position is LXG with 3 points. Purge Gaming in 13th position with 1. And Zone Cafe in last spot with just the 1 point. Let's jump on over to map number 2 on Miramar, as I have Gaming Madness actually having gotten knocked down early, and I'm not sure if they managed to get the secure on the kill. I don't believe they have just yet. He's trying to crawl back in. Meanwhile, on the other sides of the map, there's kills going down everywhere, as squad number 9, I believe, also has gotten into some action here. Nerd Gaming finds himself 2 kills. Where is this happening? I believe this is at Hacienda. Wait for the map to come down a wee bit. Squad 5 still taking some shots at squad number 16 in the range. Khan 98 already picked up on Get Right, but he does not have a great scope just yet. Sitting with just the 3x. Still trying to see if he can spot RJ going for that peak, or Jarvis for that matter. Wide out in the open, and he's got his teammate for backup who's sitting inside the building, looking to see if there's anyone coming out to challenge him. Kryptonite right now riding a lot of momentum. Not only did they pick up the chicken dinner in map number 2, but they also have catapulted into the lead after the first 2 maps, halfway through the tournament itself. We're now on Miramar, and after this we will close things out back on Sandhawk. It's going to make things a hell of a lot interesting to see how squads kind of adapt after seeing what we have the last time on that map. Mad Bros and team have had very strong starts previously, but they've always ended up losing 1 or 2 players in each of these fights, and eventually just the numbers getting to them. They managed to get a lot of early fights and a lot of kills, but unable to make it to those final few zones. Let's see if that fortune is about to change for them, as they do have Kits and team around him. Not sure if Mithumad spotted anyone out there just yet. There is radioactive on this side of the street. We jump on over Hades' place. Is getting a shot at as Grimjow is in the open. He whiffs the spray, but he manages to get the secure on one of the players there. Secure is in fact onto 2. And Wingstinct, unfortunately, can't do anything about this. He's going to be the last man alive. Ratch is live, is pushed up. And he's going to get the jump soon. He spots out Wingstinct, 1 bullet. Oh, the ragdoll physics. Throws the body away. And squad 9 in Nerd Gaming and team get the full squad wipe. 4 kills in the bag. 2 on Hades. 2 on Ratch's live. And it looks like Nerd Gaming also has picked up a kill somewhere. And they're going to have the entirety of Hacienda to themselves. Zone does move towards the northeastern part of the circle, of the map rather. So, encompassing pretty much most of the squads already, if not inside the zone. I see at least 3 squads at the perimeter. So, squads don't really have to rotate too far to make it into the zone. Though it is a pretty darn big map. The objective is going to be to secure a lot of snipers in this game, be it DMRs or bolt action. You want to have that in your arsenal, especially when you do reach phase 4, phase 5, and you're going to have to take a lot of mid to long range duels out in the open. You also want to secure quite a few vehicles in Miramar, allowing you to safely rotate across. Also doubles up as shield / cover when you are rotating up on the terrain out in the open. Mithumad. I do believe Mad Bros do have their sixth sense tingling, knowing that there is someone here in and around. Unfortunately, I don't see anyone with a very good scope. Boro sitting on a 4x. Not the best of scopes. And not being able to find anything there, I think they're looking to back away right now. They're falling all the way back. And maybe even out of El Azhar. Move south, pick up some vehicles on the road, and maybe even rotate somewhere towards water treatment, Cruz de Val. Torre Muda is empty as well. There's no one really who's gone towards that area. Let's look back at the defending champions, Falcon Gaming and team. Had a pretty horrendous game number 2 after finishing second in map 1. And they've got a lot of distance to cover now. I do believe they're sitting somewhere about the 21 point mark, 21, 23 if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even further. 19 points, sorry, is where they were at after map 2, so they're a good 10, 11 points behind the leaders. Quite some distance to make up, which they can, of course, with just the kills piling up and ensuring that you get yourselves into that top 3 situation. Position point secured as well. They're rotating towards Hacienda right now, or east of Hacienda. San Martin plays host to Squad 9, Nerd Gaming and Purge Gaming. They're on the opposite sides of the city. Don't see there being any action breaking out in that part though. Let's move on towards the northeastern part of LXG there. A couple of sniper rifles already picked up. I believe Kush does have himself a K98, while the rest of them, Torque sitting with an M16, Cypher sitting with an M4, Batura with an AK. And they've split up 3 and 1 right now. 3 players up at Campo Militar, while Cypher's actually pushed down to Tierra Bronca. Lucky for them, there's no one really in that direction. Hold that thought though. Get right, it's getting shot at by Falcon Gaming. Falcon Gaming's vehicle's in fact up on flames. He's trying to blow it up. He's gonna try and get right next to him. He's gonna try and slam in. There you go. He's gonna pick up the vehicle and Falcon Gaming tries to run away. He's trying to make his way across. I believe they do get the knock, but he gets shot from afar. AK Guard and team also trying to make their way through. 2 players knocked down. They're getting flushed one by one. And Kinzu, I don't believe is anywhere close by. In fact, they're all the way across at Hacienda. And Falcon Gaming somehow manages to hold on. That looked like he was pretty much done for. That should have been the knock and the secure, but his teammates respond so fast there at the end. They get the job done. They keep all 4 up and running, and they manage to pick up a couple of kills as well. Let's keep an eye on where the zone's moving up next. I have Hacienda currently in lockdown by Purge Gaming and team. Kinzu's coming very close though to that area. Not sure if they'll stop by and move in. If they do, it's gonna be pretty risky. They have currently parked a couple of compounds away. It is still a fair bit of distance though before they make it all the way towards that squad, but I don't think that is something we will get to see, at least for now. I think most of these squads are going to be happy where they are. They're just going to wait it out for the next zone to reveal itself. La Cabrera, you see one of the squads stacking the blue there along with another squad from Dynamic Jartan team. Slowly trying to make their way in. It is of course phase 1, so circle's not going to hurt as much. And the shift is something almost all squads are going to be happy about. It does move towards the western side, which means it's going to be a very short rotate to make it into the zone for the rest of the squads which aren't already there, especially the ones that are coming in from the west. The 2 squads in Rotti's Den as well as DJ and team. And this is going to set up for some interesting fights. I believe there's going to be a few long-range duels that we will get to see. Some shots fired long range, some bullets traded, some damage traded. You're going to try and wear down your opposition, try and take some of the helmet armor away, get them to expend some utility, get them to expend some meds as well, which is going to give you a big advantage when you do move towards phase 5, phase 6 later on. Samad, Boro, DJ, so making their way up the hill right now, getting to a better vantage point, and squad 9 is actually taking a fight here. Rats is live in squad. They've gotten a couple of knocks in. Falcon Gaming out in the open is trying to make his way in, is taking in decent damage. Hades does get knocked. God of War peeking in through an angle, and he gets knocked as well. Gets caught peeking wide out in the open. Trollmaster does get tagged, but Rats is live is at 63 HP. He goes down as well, and this is rough for squad 9. Nerd Gaming and squad right now in a world of trouble. They need to use some utility. Trollmaster is going to start to push in with the rest of Falcon Gaming. They can heal. I believe they should be able to pick up everybody, but how much more can they achieve at this point of time? Trollmaster is already pushed up. Smokes have been deployed. Nerd's going to be able to get the first res out. Hades is trying to look behind him, see if there's a third-party opportunity as well. Trollmaster is pushed up and he gets the knock onto the first. Rats' life gets taken out as well, and Falcon Gaming has Hades pinned in. Hades though, decent damage down. Falcon goes down. He continues spraying away. No backup whatsoever. He's got the two. He's going to try and thirst the first player down. Gets one. And Trollmaster and team needs to push up right now. He's alone. Is he the last man up? I believe it is. I believe this is a 1v1. Trollmaster. He's down to about half HP. He's going to try and change his area of entry. And in fact, Last Ninja is going to try and give him some info on where Hades is. Hades going for the flank himself. Let's see if he gets the jump. Trollmaster behind, going for the first aid. Should be able to get this. And it's going to be a question of who manages to spot the first player. Oh! Troll gets spotted, but Hades knows exactly where he is. First man to get the jump is going to win this fight. Troll has been peeked just yet. He goes for the peek! The late spray there coming through, and that should be Trollmaster winning the fight. He will get the res out inside the smoke, and Falcon Gaming in squad survive, but they take a lot of damage there. 2 players knocked out of the server, and luckily Ninja managed to get rezzed up thanks to a wonderful clutch there by Trollmaster, keeping Falcon Gaming in map number 3. It is, however, the end of the road. Who was that, in fact, who took that fight? I believe that was Kryptonite, right? Was it? Let's have a look at the map. I might have had a small lapse. Who he actually fought is. That was in fact Nerd Gaming, never mind. That was Nerd Gaming indeed. Long range duels, they did lose a couple of players early on, including Ratches Live, and at the end, 1v1. Trollmaster comes out on top. Long range though, Mithumad getting shot at by the 3x SLR from all the way up on top of the hill. Kids makes his way in, and Sammad seems like he finds a knock up onto Sonic. Kids slowly sneaks up with the smoke down. Should be decent enough cover to get the full res out and get back to safety inside the buildings without putting themselves out at risk of getting gunned down again. Circle's moving in. Let's see where the zone's going to move this time. There is Eon coming in very late though into the circle this time. RGB pushes up. This is just more gaming alone, I believe. And Kinzu and AK God just clean up one isolated kill. Thank you very much. 1 point in the bag. Blue pushing in, and the zone is gonna move towards the eastern edge. Gonna encompass Cruz de Val, and it is gonna favor Falcon Gaming and squad, who are currently bang on center circle. So is Rotty and team. You might see some fight go down there, but first, squad number 15 up on top of the hill. They spot Eon driving by, and decent damage done. They managed to get the first knock in Fufu QT. Finds one, is gonna go and thirst both the players out, 2 shots each. And Eon are gonna lose 2 players right from the get-go. There is still Chintu trying to fire from afar, but it's just a matter of time before they figure it out thanks to the tracers. Squad 15, Rotty's Den, racking up the points, 2 on Fufu, and I believe that's the only 2 kills they've had thus far. So 2 points added. It's going to take them up to 23 points. Chintu has taken in quite a bit of damage from Forest, who's going to start to work on the tires. There's 1 buggy and 1 3-wheel bike that they're going to look to take away from Chin to try and pin in that player out in the open with no backup, which pretty much is going to ensure that kill sooner or later. Eon as well as Rotti's Den. Both these guys have got a fair bit of distance to cover to make it into the next zone, so do expect them to rotate out real soon and not really stand and take this duel too long. It is going to eventually hurt both squads if they decide to commit to this, and Colossus in fact gets tagged pretty low, 12 HP, and considering his teammates have already backed off, this is going to be pretty disastrous if he does go down. In fact, his teammate has come back to pick him up. There's the vehicle, and they should be heading out momentarily. Yeah, 4 people, pickup truck, gonna make their way in towards the zone. Look at DJ and team. They're 4 strong, something that they haven't managed to achieve in both the previous matches, is to keep the numbers up moving into the final few phases, and I think that is going to be high priority here. And it isn't really about securing the kills. Easy X Plays is deep inside the red zone. It does have teammate in HK22 rather. And they have a few squads that are rotating in and around, including Eon Dino. Squads 15, 12, all of them taking shots at each other on their way in, trying to beat the blue. There's a lot of blue, in fact, between those 2 squads. Meanwhile, squad number 1, Sam Mad, and squad finds themselves 1 kill onto one of the players from Zone Cafe, but looks like they're not done just yet. Battle Gear is also pushing up. It's not too far away right now. A Boro on top of the hill. Moving up, they should be able to get a better angle onto Battle Gear, and once they do, it's going to be hard. They're trying to check their backs to ensure that they do get the skill, but he's on the other side of the hill, so he's got a nice little ridge to work with to keep him safe, at least for now. And Boro, I don't think he feels too comfortable making that push all the way across without backup. And there you go, they do spot him. Battle Gear peeks out, decides to fight, and that might be the worst decision that he's made thus far. Boro's gonna find the kill, he's gonna secure it. He did have backup that time around, and DJ finds a knock with the Kar 98 onto one of the players of Rotti's Den, who are holed up right now inside the building. Smack bang opposite, it is southeast of water treatment. Let's see if DJ can find more though. He has himself a 6x with the K9, 3 first aids, 4 smokes, so they can expend some utility here to try and cut the distance, but I'm pretty sure they're aware of the fact that they need the chicken dinner here. If they are to realistically stand a chance of getting back into this, they need 2 chicken dinners and they need high kill rounds. And they're only going to be able to achieve that by taking fights and ensuring that they keep the numbers up as well, which is going to be pretty hard, but they're going to try and attempt it. Squad 15, Rotti's Den. Do have some decent cover there with the ridges, and the vehicles in cover. That's the more important part. They can easily back out of this, pick their vehicle and make their way into the zone. They don't want to hang around and take that fight. LXG is slowly pulling up behind Rotti. This is going to be a big pickup. There is 2 players inside the building, and I think Batura knows. He spots the tracers. He's making his way in. He's trying to sneak his way in. He does have the AK on the ready. Sate and Wrong Paz are above, and he's checking the ground floor first. There's no one here just yet. He's waiting for backup to arrive. Kush has himself an AWM. He sees the head. He hasn't pulled the trigger just yet. He's waiting for an opening. There's the shot. But it does not make the connect. And Wrong Pass, meanwhile, has gotten 1 knock. And he spots the player out there, Batura. Falling back. Cypher God gets thirsted down, kill secured. Torque also is making his way in. Meanwhile, DJ and team get taken out. Squad number 10 taking a fight there, but we're going to stick with this. Wrong pass. Instead, have the backup. He goes for the spray with the hip fire. Probably not the best of decisions. Torque is also down. Batura and Kush are the only two players up. And they're going to double peek this every single time. Is there any nade? Is there any utility? They're just waiting for Kush to also come through and join in on this fight. He's getting ready with the nades though. He's got the nades. No, it's just a flashbang that's going up. Flash comes through, but unfortunately Batura is not in a position to join. There's the nade. Let's see if they can find an opening on the back of this, or at least some decent damage done. Nothing just yet. There's the push-up. Set is behind. He comes out. Two players behind. He's gonna go for the finish. He's whipping it all. And he gets taken out. Batura, big whiff there on the spray. And meanwhile, there is also Samad and team in a lot of trouble. DJ, 11 HP, is getting shot from afar. Trollmaster takes out Samad. Last Ninja is also got the angle down, and DJ is gonna be the last man alive who's going to try and heal his way back into this. Trollmaster charging up. Zephyrs, also some kills secured towards the northern part of the map. Fufu Cutie is getting some shots fired. He's got players all around him. There's a lot of angles that he needs to worry about. And I think he's going to use the shack for cover, at least for now. Trollmaster. See if he's got a play here. So on top of the hill, he's also pretty much central right now. He does, however, have a mini to work with. Not only can he secure some kills, but he can also take some away. Maybe a knocked player that he can thirst out and sneak a point away. 6 kills on him, 3 kills onto Last Ninja, 9 kills between the two. Kinzu takes out Fufu Cutie, and Trollmaster's heard the shots. He knows this is not too far away. 5 more squads alive only, and he spots out Kinzu. Out of the open, the AK spray onto the foot. He connects only the 1 bullet. Switches over to the mini, and he's got a couple of angles he needs to worry about. AK guard spots him out, and Trollmaster, good decision to actually bow out of that fight. Wasn't the time to take the fight there just yet. But Last Ninja is coming up. He spotted out Kinzu, and he's got the damage in. Kinzu gets taken out by Dino, and Dino should get the thirst out. AK God does decent damage onto Dino, and Dino in fact ends up going down to the blue itself. AK God though needs to make his way inside, and Trollmaster is going to get the jump soon. He spots the player out, and the trade is on point. The double peek out. Last Ninja and Trollmaster together. Drop squad number 16, but Trollmaster is now getting shot here by Zephyrs. Can he get to cover? 18 HP, he does. Just about finds some cover, but there's that entire squad on his left now. Trollmaster does have the medkit, fully heals back up. Smoke's being dropped. Hits and team peek out in the open. Active goes down. Radioactive cleaned up. He's getting shot from the left though. Trollmaster doesn't account for the big flank by Zephyrs, who does get the knock, and now Last Ninja is going to have to carry the flag high. He spots the first player, but he doesn't take that shot just yet because he knows there is a flanker who's coming all the way from the left. He's going to have to wait till he comes through, but this is going to buy time for Kids to get the res onto Radioactive as well. He's going to have to make a decision and commit to it right away. He does drop Radioactive again, and he thirsts him out. So at least manages to secure the 1 point. Let's see if he can do more. Kids also spotted, is going to get decent couple of damage done, but at the back, there's just too many bodies around. Set comes up and cleans up from behind, and now he's getting shot from the side as well. Does have himself the M249. And wrong pass, 20 HP goes down. Set becomes the last remaining player. 1v3. As Kits and team are in position to take this. Unless, of course, Set can come up with a miraculous spray. A first player across. Zephyrs does go down. It is an M249 in place, so we can't really discount it out just yet. Sonic is there as well. Sonic does go down, brings it down to a 1v1. Set, can he make this happen? Kids, he goes for the reload out of the open. Gets shot down, 44 HP. Is he going to try and stick this? He does indeed. Kids coming across, he's been spotted. He gets ready with the hollow pre-fire, not attempted just yet. He's going to try the ring around the rosy. Kids goes across, he's going to get shot in the back. And that's the clutch from Set at the end for Rottian team. What a play. The 1v3 at the end takes all 3 kills with the M249. And with that, 2 chicken dinners secured. Rottian team should realistically have the lead back. 7 kills. 10 position points, 17 points onto the scorecard. Second position, Kitson team. I feel they're going to feel robbed at the end. 4 kills, but unfortunately not able to see things through. And Falcon Gaming, third position, but a lot of points secured. 12 points added just from kills alone. And third position, I believe, is 5 points, so 17 points secured. It's going to be very tight on top of that leaderboard with the leaders. Kryptonite, I believe, did bow out very early. Looking for them right now. I do think they did come towards the bottom half of the scorecard, but 3 maps. We've had Rotti's team pick up 2 chicken dinners thus far, and that is going to kind of separate Rotti's team away from the rest of the pack up on top of the scorecard. Let's see how all of that pans out as we set up and get ready for the final map, the decider on Sandhawk. It is a curveball. Let's see if Rottian team can stick it out there and take the victory, or will we see one of the squads from the middle of the pack swoop up with an amazing performance and take the victory at the end. So don't go anywhere. This is the Gamer Connect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational. We'll take a quick break. Map number 4, Sandhawk, is coming up soon.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance. The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Gamer Connect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational, brought to you by NVIDIA, GeForce, Dell Gaming, Alienware, WD Black, Zotac Gaming, and Cooler Master. I'm Shadeslayer, and I'll be your caster for this final game of the series, which has been keeping us at the edge of our seats. After 3 exhilarating maps, we have Kryptonite still in the lead on 46 points. Rotty and Squad, despite taking 2 chicken dinners, find themselves in second position on 40 points. 6-point difference. That is thanks to Kryptonite, I believe, who did get a lot of kills under the belt. There was about 13 kills, if I'm not mistaken, in that third map we just watched. Falcon Gaming is in third position with 36 points. Nerd Gaming, there's a big difference between the top 3 and the bottom rest of the pack. 25 points, a good 21 points behind the leaders. Rotty's Den is also in 5th position with 25 points. Eon Clan on 6th with 20, Kits in 7th with 17. DJ is on 12 points, sitting in 8th position. 9th positions Mad Bros with 11. 10th Gaming Madness with 5. 11th Win Extinct with 4. LXG in 12th with 3 points. Purge Gaming with the 1 point in 13th position. And Zone Cafe in 14th position with 1, as well as jump straight into map number 4 on Sandhawk, as we have a lot of action going down. Kratos goes down. Dino also gets knocked. Chintu making his way across, will get the first knock, but he's getting shot from behind. And that is gonna be it. The cleanup comes in from squad number 8, that is Purge Gaming, inside boot camp, and I believe they do have the entire boot camp to themselves, but they have only a few seconds remaining as Death Drill and team are converging in very fast. They know exactly where they heard the shots from, and they're coming in hot. Morg on the side. Ooh, Death Drill spots him out. He's getting ready with the nade. Is he going to be able to get it into the window? He does. And he does have an opening there. Gets one, secures both kills. The nade does decent damage. He's already going for the res inside. But Death Drill hasn't really committed to this just yet. 2 players inside. Still recovering, but squad number 8 down to 2 players who are very low. First aid being applied inside. Purge Gaming keeping cover. He spotted the player out there. Goes to the spray. Wins the first fight. Death Drill has just the 1 player inside, and they're going to charge, and it's just going to be a moment there. Shots fired, and Death Drill, the full squad wipe. 4 kills picked up. And in the blink of an eye, the first 3 minutes, we have 3 squads that have been eliminated thus far, down to 43 players only in the server. Hot drops everywhere. Let's jump on over to squad number 16, getting ready to go up against squad number 9. Nerd Gaming and squad also making their way in. They're split 2 and 2 right now, as Ratchet's Live has already made his way in. Get Right has been taken out. He's getting shot from afar from the opposite building. In fact, I believe that was Panther who was shooting, but they do manage to trade him with God of War, who is sitting on top of the hut, gets a view from above, and Panther should get flushed out momentarily, sending 2 players of Kryptonite back to the lobby very early, and this is going to be rough for the leaders. They've lost 2 players right off the get-go, and this is a big opportunity for in fact, Squad 9, even the likes of Roti and the rest, to kind of catch up and see if they can overtake Kryptonite in that overall leaderboard. Let's look at where the fights are happening. Squad number 3 already getting into a fight again. Last Ninja finds the first knock across. Trollmaster is on top of the roof, and NK is right there. In fact, Last Ninja has 2 players below him. I'm not sure if he spotted NK out there just yet. He's waiting for Trollmaster across. He can hear the footsteps below, and he's not committing to this just yet. He's just holding the angle down. Wingstinct also making his way across. 46 is there, and he goes for the spray. Does spot the head there rather for a second, but unfortunately unable to pop it. But he is chasing this. He sees the player down. He sees him. He's continuing to follow him inside the room, and there it is. Hipfire takes out the first, and no one really forcing their way in to try and challenge this. Wingstinct was afar, and he's been spotted out as well. He does manage to pick up 1 knock. There's Trollmaster trying to make his way in. He's standing out in the open, and Trollmaster has him pinned in the corner, and the spray is on point. 31 HP, does take decent damage, but gets the full cleanup, and that is going to be Wingstinct and squad eliminated in 11th position. 6 minutes in, and we are down to just 10 squads remaining in the server. It has been action from the get-go, and it's not done just yet. We're going to keep our eyes, though, on Nerd Gaming and Squad, primarily because they're very close to Kryptonite and team. They've already taken 2 players out. 2 more players are pretty much hiding inside here, trying to secure some position points, maybe some kill points as well later in the game. But right now, they're in some trouble. If they do get eliminated in 10th position, I believe it is going to be curtains for them, and their chances of trying to take this victory. In the corner there is AK God. He does find 1, but Hades plays, peeks from the side, gets the kill, the secure as well. Kinzu goes down as well, and that's Kryptonite eliminated in 10th position. The res is coming off. The rest of the squads are pretty hard split up. We have 1 squad at Sammy, the other one at, I believe, making their way north of Camp Charlie. Bootcamp, of course, still playing house to Falcon Gaming. There is LXG, who's deep in the blue, though, still making their way through, and the zone moves towards Ruins. That means Squad 14 still has a wee bit of distance to cover before they do manage to make it into the next zone. Hopefully they have enough heals. I see 3 first aids on Batura as well as Kush. Cypher has himself 1 medkit. Torque has 3 first aids. Should be good enough, but that's going to mean they need a fight very soon. Trollmaster and squad. See what these guys are up to. They do have Squad 9 Nerd Gaming sneaking up on them, and they're down to just the 2. It's just Trollmaster and Ninja. And the numbers are not really on their side just yet. And if Trollmaster gets taken out from the get-go, we know that he is, for all intents and purposes, a clutch master. We've seen him do the impossible time and again for Falcon Gaming and team, but it's going to be hard for them if he does get knocked from the get-go before any sort of damage is done. Onto Squad 9 and God of War. I think it's going to be the first one to get some contact in that fight right now. They're just harmlessly moving through the buildings just on the opposite side of the boot camp island, so to speak, if you can call it an island. I do believe you can. It does qualify as one. It's just bridges that connect each one. I think Set in squad Roti is also going to play a crucial part here in this fight. They're coming in from behind, and as long as Trollmaster can buy some distraction onto Squad 9, Roti and squad are going to be more than happy to pick up these kills. There's the sneak up, and unfortunately they're in the distance right now. So I don't think they're going to be able to punish just yet before they do get sufficiently close by. But it is Samad and team that are putting on the pressure just yet. Straight up ahead is Trollmaster. +1. Boro pushes up and he sees Trollmaster out in the open. Decent damage done. Trollmaster goes down and Ninja's alone. He's got nowhere for cover. Shots fired and they clean up onto both. 2 kills there picked up by DJ and team, and we have Falcon Gaming eliminated from the server. And this is the timing for Roti and team to move through. We spotted out Nerd Gaming. Karaklaunda pushing through as well. Wrong Paz is at the back. DJ is also pushing through. There's a good 3 squads that are battling each other out. There's the shots. Nerd Gaming does take a couple of shots in the back, but Roti needs to be careful that his squad doesn't get pinched in. And as I say that, they turn back across. Boro finds one as well. Roti close range. He's cleaned up. And with that, I believe that is Roti's and team that is eliminated from the server. And squad 1 still going strong here with Mad Bros and team. DJ as well as Boro keeping God of War at bay while the res comes off onto Mitumad. And they managed to keep themselves 4 strong. That was probably the best news that Kryptonite could have heard, with Roti getting eliminated with absolutely no kills. There goes Samad getting into a fight early, finds himself the first knock. And squad 15, I see some kills going down. Where is that happening? Let's just stick with this though for now. God of War, still shots being fired. DJ making his way across, and God of War should get cleaned up here. They get both. Mitumad still sprays away. Rats is live. Does go down. Is that the full squad wipe? I think Kush and the rest. It is LXG that is making its way in. Cypher has called himself a closed UAZ as well. I don't think there is an update out just yet which has the BRDM, which is why you see the armored vehicle here. Long range, torque, decent damage done onto DJ. Kush has himself the QBU. And 3 players still going strong here for Mad Bros and team. They only managed to pick up the 1 push-ups, a decent amount of damage taken. There's a Molotov that is dropped as well, but they're doing a good job of keeping them at bay. Long range push-ups does get tagged down. And Batura unfortunately does not have an angle to go for the trade. He has himself a 4x M24. And there's the opening. Batura finds the head out in the open, and Samad also goes down. And they're trying to secure the kills here. Batura finds one. Torque finds the other, and Boro is going to be left all alone. And this should be the 3 remaining players collapsing in, and Boro alone manages to find one, and Torque actually ends up going down. Batura, is he ready for this? No ADS out just yet. He's coming through, and there's the peek across, and Batura wins the fight. And that's going to be Mad Bros and squad eliminated in 5th position. LXG secures a top 4 finish at this point of time, and Colossus, let's stay with him as he tries to run in. Fufu Cutie comes in with the buggy. They're taking a lot of damage from the blue. They're still 4 strong though. They're sitting in 2 different buggies as they beat the blue. They make their way in. They've got a little bit of distance to cover though as they move into the zone. They're probably going to take the bridge and make their way towards ruins and hold that position for some time. We'll have to wait and see. There's squad number 5 all the way at the bottom. Gaming Madness. Because we haven't seen these guys at all the entire game. They've been looting away. They've got themselves decent loot, well kitted up, and find themselves in a top 4 situation with all 4 players alive. So it is a 4v4, v2 with LXG being the only squad that has only 2 players. Making way in, trying to beat the blue, and there is right now the edge being guarded by Fufu Cutie. And this is I think this is a squad we will stick with. Let's see if LXG are going to be able to somehow make their way in. It's gonna be a hard task. There's no bridge camp as such, but they're driving dangerously close though to this area. They probably will set up shop afar and heal up for now. It is an armored vehicle, so it can tank a little bit of shots. And they've got a fight here. Fufu Cutie is right up front. They gotta have to keep driving. Batura gets tagged down, 43 HP, 22 HP. Cypher luckily has managed to survive and Batura gets off. He's gonna go ahead first aid. Cypher has also gotten off, is getting shot down. Batura gets the full first aid of Fufu Cutie right now. It's just a 2v2 for all intents and purposes. They're getting shot from the side and Batura needs to find some cover. Colossus is inside and Batura with a wonderful spray, 5 HP, gets the first knock and Fufu Cutie is inside. He's gonna try he tries to make the jump. Was a risky play there but gets taken out on transit. He was reloading though, so the timing could have been a little better there if luck favored Batura, but it is LXG eliminated in 4th position and it is down to a 4v4, a long distance to cover there for Rotty's Den to get back into the next zone where we have Zone Cafe as well as Gaming Madness. Both these squads I believe are bottom 2 on the leaderboard right now, so teams out there trying to make a point. The fact that yes, they can play here with the big boys, they can take a chicken dinner in a lobby of this much skill. There is 5 kills onto Fufu Cutie, 1 onto Colossus, so that's 6 points secured. They were 21 points behind the leaders at the beginning of this game. So I believe they need at least 25 points to take the win. Right now they have 6. Chicken Dinner will get them 10 and 16. They will need another 9 kills. So they need pretty much all the remaining kills in the server plus the Chicken Dinner to ensure that they are able to contest for that top slot. It's gonna be a very risky road, but they're gonna have to take it. It's now or never. You go for the win here. If you're in this situation, you're not really thinking, hey, I want to pick up this chicken dinner. You're thinking, hey, I want to win this tournament. And I do believe that is the only thing running through the minds of the players from Rotty's Den. As they slowly make their way towards the zone. Nakam is where Gaming Madness currently is, and towards the houses on the eastern edge of the circle is where a Zone Cafe is. I don't see either of them coming out just yet before the next circle reveals itself. Hopefully it does move central, making it a more open ending than in one of these buildings, which is going to make this a lot more trickier. And there you go, the circle moves straight onto Rotty's Den, and the other 2 squads are going to kick themselves. They had a good position and now they're going to be forced into taking this fight. They're being forced to move. Squad number 13 already on their way out. Squad number 5 rotating towards the northern side, RV Forest. No one really peeking the windows just yet. They're busy looting up what's inside. And Ninja watching their backs. They are spread across 2 houses by the looks of things now. There's an airdrop on top of the roof. Not sure if it's been looted or not. Don't believe it has. Gaming Madness should be the first one to make contact here. Fufu Cutie has got himself a QBU and seems like he's looking at the right spaces, at least for now, setting up for when Gaming Madness and squad do make this hit. And there you go, Fufu Cutie spots the first player through. It is Night Fury who's moving out. The Shots needs one more bullet, but he survives on 10 HP. And that is going to be gaming. Oh, wow. RJX finds one, and in fact, there's this player inside the house. Jarvis has moved in, and he's slaughtered 2 players inside, and is forcing out Colossus to make his way inside. He's still not made it into the house, and he's in fact going to go ahead and crawl his way under this. Deaf Ninja pushing up. Jarvis is holding the angle, though. He moves up, and he's going to try and hip fire. It's going to be to no use, and Colossus is all alone. He's under, and he spots 2 players. They're all set up. He can line them all up. Goes for the first play, gets the first one, lands the second as well. But the 2 players have gotten rezzed up inside, and that's a lot of information given away. He's going to try and thirst one. He does successfully manage to do so. He sees Night Fury coming through as well. He spotted the foot through. Timing's going to be everything, and Jarvis luckily comes through big there at the end. This man pushed through when squad number, that was 15, Roddy's Den, had no idea that how close were a couple of players there from Gaming Madness. They, however, did lose 2 players, and it brings us down to a 4v2. They get the 3 kills. It's going to be a hard end, though. 2v4 to try and close this out. It is a big advantage going the way of Zone Cafe. TK, Balger, Hinokami, as well as JC. I think they kind of have an idea of where they're sitting right now. And the zone right now is favoring squad number 5 and the 2 remaining players. So Gaming Madness luckily don't have to rotate out of that building, but they need to ensure that they find at least a knock or 2 while Zone Cafe tries to cut the distance down. Because if it's 4 players that make their way through, couple of angles, crossfires, trades in place, it's going to be almost an impossible task for Gaming Madness and squad to take the victory. They're going to hold it out, wait for the circle to start pushing in before they do have to commit in. If they find an opening, then it's done and dusted. They know it's a 2v4. They know they've got this. It is going to be down to Night Fury and Jarvis to not only get the knocks, but also to ensure that one of them doesn't get knocked while they go for this peak. JC. All right, pushing through. Night Fury is out in the open. JC spots this out. The spray is not in time, though. He's managed to flank across. JC has no idea where the players are coming from. Night Fury's gotten himself into a good position. Jarvis also pushed up. Got the angles covered. JC, there you go. Night Fury, in fact, does get spotted, and Hinokami does good damage. Tags him down to about 20% health. Jarvis, though, big first knock. He gets 2. And Hinokami needs to go huge here. He's point blank range. He's spots out Jarvis. He's down as well. And Battlegear is alone. He turns around, gets the first knock. And now it's down to a 1v1. Jarvis versus Battlegear. He's trying to get the thirst out, but he's getting shot himself. 40 HP. He has 1 tree for cover. Turns across. Car 98 out. He's got 4 bullets. 13 HP. 1 tag. There's the cleanup. Jarvis from inside. 1v4. Finds himself 3 kills, and with that secures the victory for Gaming Madness. Despite being bottom of the scorecard, they come out huge there at the end. 8 kills, chicken dinner. Completely deserved, I'd say. What a wonderful performance it was. Congratulations to them, but the big guys got eliminated very early on. That was a big surprise there coming in. And we're going to have to wait and see who eventually takes the victory. Have Kryptonite done enough despite getting eliminated early? Rotti's team had a very big chance there to secure the win, especially with Kryptonite getting knocked out early. But they caught some rough roads as well as Mad Bros and team knocked them out. pretty early as well. And at the end there, a valiant effort coming through from Rotty's Den, who were in third position. They were about 21 points behind Kryptonite, but they tried to cut the distance down. It's going to be very tight on top of that leaderboard to see who are the top three and who eventually will walk away champion of the Gamer Connect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back shortly with the results. Welcome back, guys. It is results time for the Gamer Connect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational. It has been 4 action-packed games, but there's going to be one winner. Throughout the entire last 2 maps, we saw it go down to the wire between Rotti's team, 2 chicken dinners secured, and of course Kryptonite with chicken dinner on Sandhawk the first time around. But the winner is gonna be 2 times back-to-back Gamer Connect PUBG Lite Streamer Invitational. Falcon Gaming, first place with 48 points, 12 kills secured, is gonna give them 12 points and leapfrog them just 2 points above Kryptonite, and they are your champions here today. Kryptonite, a wonderful effort, coming in second on 46 points. Unfortunately, Kryptonite as well as Real Rotti and team at the end there couldn't really do enough in the second iteration of Sandhawk to deny Falcon Gaming from defending their title. Real Rotti also a wonderful show, 41 points in 3rd position. Rotti's Den comes in 4th on 38. Nerd Gaming in 5th with 31, and 6th positions Mad Bros, 7th position Gaming Madness there with that chicken dinner in that final map, leapfrogging from all the way from bottom 2 to 7th position overall on the scorecard. Eon Clan in 8th position on 20 points rounds up the top 8 here. It has been an absolute pleasure bringing you the games today. Hope you guys had a blast as well. Big shout out to all the sponsors: NVIDIA, GeForce, Dell Gaming, Alienware, Zotac Gaming, WD, Cooler Master for making this happen. I'm Shadeslayer signing off. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Gamer Connect brings you a lot of amazing community tournaments as well as esports tournaments on a weekly basis. The big one, though, for the culmination of 2019 is happening this weekend, 14th of December at the Liu Muthu Indoor Stadium in Chennai. The culmination of the 2019 events, an absolute mega event planned up for you guys. 14th of December, Gamer Connect Chennai. I hope to see you folks then. Until then, goodbye, good night. I'll see you folks this weekend.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.